What do you know from funny, you bastard?
The Jell-O program, starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston and Phil Harris and his orchestra.
Thank you. This is Groucho Marx. Well, here I am, stepping in over my head again.
With Fibber McGee and Molly.
Folks, this is just as new to me as it is to you.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Benny, this is Rochester. The Great Gildersleeve.
Well, what an original greeting.
Hello and welcome to another week of comedy, funny, haha, on Dwayne Old Time Radio. One thing, please subscribe to my channel. If you enjoy what I'm doing, subscribing is 100% free. Also, one more thing, if you have a few seconds or 1 minute, please leave a review on your preferred podcast service, especially if you're on Apple, Spotify, or really just your preferred podcast service. Thank you and hope you enjoy. Then this week we have another Christmas episode, Christmas-themed episodes from Martin and Lewis. This is their 30th episode, December 12th, 1949 is when it aired. It's titled Christmas Show. And then we have their 31st episode, Sheldon Leonard, which aired December 19th, 1949.
It's the Martin and Lewis Show. The National Broadcasting Company brings you transcribed from Chicago, The Martin and Lewis Show, featuring Sheldon Leonard, Flo McMichael, Dick Stabile and his orchestra, and starring Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Dean and Jerry are in Chicago. Right now, we find them on their first day off from personal appearances at the Chaperie, getting some relaxation by strolling down Chicago's Michigan Boulevard.
Chicago, that toddling town. Hey, Jerry, you've been very quiet since we got to Chicago. Something wrong?
No, Dean, it's just that I'm still embarrassed about what happened when we arrived at the airport.
I don't remember anything unusual except that the American Airlines stewardess refused to carry my bags. What happened to you?
Well, as the plane landed, the stewardess said, unfasten safety belts. I unfastened the wrong belt and got off the plane without my pants.
You know, Jerry, come to think of it, I did notice something strange, but then I decided you were wearing chartreuse knickers. You know?
Well, I was told to dress warmly for Chicago. Besides that, Dean, look out! Gee, that cab driver ought to have his eyes examined. He missed us.
Well, he didn't miss us by much. You know, for a moment, I thought I was back in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. That's a place where old Chicago cab drivers go to die.
Well, from now on, Jerry, we don't cross Michigan Boulevard.
You're right. We'll walk around and swim in from Canada.
You know, Jerry, it's good to have a day off from the club so we can walk around and see Chicago. You know, it's a very historical town, Jerry. Remember the story about Mrs. O'Leary's cow?
No.
Oh, sure you do. The cow that started the fire. And you know what happened.
The cow burned the candles at both ends?
No, Jerry, it started the Great Chicago Fire.
Really? Well, people shouldn't let a cow smoke in bed.
Jerry, I'm amazed at you. You're 23 years old now. Do you know what's going to become of you?
Yeah, I'm going to become 24. You get it, Dean? You see, you said, what is going to become of you? So instead of saying I might become a doctor or a lawyer, I just said I'm going to become 24. Because I'm 23 years old now, see? And then if a year passes by, that makes me 24. That's what I'm going to become. So it's all in the line of a joke. That's why I said it, see? And I thought you'd laugh, and you didn't. See, but it was a gag, and I wish I was dead.
Ah, come on. Let's go back to the hotel, Jerry. We ought to think of something to do on our day off.
Dean, look at those girls coming around the corner of that building.
Ooh, now I know why they call this the Windy City. Oh, All right, Jerry, come on, let's go. Stop staring.
I'm not staring, Dean. I wouldn't think of staring. Dean, do all girls carry $10 bills in their garters?
Why, hello, fellas. I've been looking for you.
Well, Soapy, how did you get to Chicago?
Why, how? By train, of course. I rode on the rods beneath the observation car.
Beneath the observation car? Well, Soapy, you don't have to travel like that.
Oh, yeah, I do.
You do, huh?
My doctor said I should always be under observation.
You've told your joke. You may now return to Los Angeles.
Hey, look, listen, I got something that is very important to discuss with you fellas. This is an idea that will mean just a little bit of work for you, but a lot of money for me.
Hey, Soapy, you're always trying to make money off us.
Now, don't be silly, boys. I am your friend. I am as honest as the day is long.
Dean, notice how short the days are this time of year? What proposition have you got for us this time, Soapy?
I'll tell you, I want to be your agent. I will get you a job, and you guys will get 75%, and I will get 50%.
Oh, come on, wait a minute now. That adds up to 125%. How can it be?
Don't let anybody tell you there's no inflation.
He's right. He's right about inflation, Dean.
Now, just the other day, I noticed that pickled pig's feet went from 22 cents a pound to 34 cents a pound, not including a slight charge for pickled pig's feet wearing spats. Now, if the market continues to rise, it will affect every man, woman, and pig in America. And the day will come, mark my word, when it will be impossible to talk a pig into getting pickled.
No, Jack, there's something in what you say, but I haven't got time to find it.
Well, tell me, boys, am I your agent? I sold you to a resort hotel in Turkey Run.
Okay, Soapy, where do we go?
You go out to Turkey Run. There is a hotel out there, and it's called Mother Hockelmeyer's Indian Retreat.
Do we see Mother Hockelmeyer? Do we see Mother Hockelmeyer?
Well, no, you don't. Mother Hockelmeyer is really Joe Schlump. Now, there's one little thing that I better tell you. You see, they don't know that you are entertainers. I got you a maintenance job. What you're supposed to do, you go around killing bugs.
Killing bugs?
Uh-huh.
What kind of a job is that? I'm afraid of bugs. Even a little mosquito frightens me.
Why, does a mosquito frighten you?
Well, you see, I haven't been too well.
Well, fellas, look, will you do it for my sake?
Jerry, what do you say we do it for kicks? Now, how do we get to this place?
We'll drive. I borrowed the hotel manager's car.
He loaned you his car?
Yeah, it's a Hudson. The only car you step up to get out of. Come on, let's go. Let's kill bugs.
Oh, Sam, did the maintenance men Soapy Leonard recommended arrive?
No, Mr. Schlump, but here comes a couple of fellows up the walk.
No. They look more like some of those college boys looking for jobs as children's counselors. Now, make sure they've had some experience with child care. I'll be in my office.
All right, Mr. Schlump.
Oh, hello. We came up about the job.
Oh, yes. Well, you know, it's hard work. Now, just what is your method of handling the little ones when they become unruly?
Oh, we just sprayed them good with poison.
What did you say?
I said spray them with poison. Unless there's just a few of them, then you can just stamp on them with your feet.
Man, you're either crazy or there's a misunderstanding here.
Now, wait a minute, mister. There must be something wrong. Aren't we supposed to be hired for spraying bugs?
Bugs? Oh, for goodness sake, I was talking about children.
Well, if you insist, we'll spray them, too.
One moment, please. Oh, Mr. Schlump.
Yes, what is it?
We're Martin and Lois. Soapy Leonard sent us over.
Oh, Oh, yes, I see now. Well, we'd better put you right to work on the bugs.
If it's all the same to you, we'd rather entertain than kill bugs.
Entertain?
Yeah, we work in nightclubs. Dean sings.
Do you sing well?
Quite well.
Like a bird?
Even better, like Crosby.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells and bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing the sleighing song tonight. Here in Chicago, the snow is snowing snow. The wind doth blow up the streets of Chicago. Back in Hollywood, the sun is shining good. You take the sun, we'll take the snow. There's dough in Chicago. Jingle bells, oh, jingle all the way. Well, oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. Well, jingle bells, oh, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh.
Well, that was pretty good, Martin. I want you to sing that song 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As I think that you...
Mr. Schlump, I demand that you cancel my reservation at your hotel.
Now, let's not be hasty, Mrs. Van Loop.
When I came here and brought my wealthy friends, you told me my daughter Daisy Esther would meet some important, eligible bachelors.
Well, didn't I introduce her to Count von Broheim?
Yes, but who ever heard of the Empire of Cicero? I'm taking her away from this place immediately.
Now, that's a shame, Mrs. Van Loop, especially when 2 new guests have arrived from Hollywood. This is Martin and Lewis, famous movie producers. Play along with me, boys. There's $100 apiece in this for you.
Martin and Lewis. Now, where have I seen your faces before?
Probably in front of our heads.
You know, actually, Mrs. Van Loop, we're a little bit of everything. Producers, actors, world travelers.
Oh, how exciting. You gentlemen aren't married.
Oh, no, we're not.
No, we thought it might be better if we each had a girl.
It just seems that we've met somewhere. Oh, perhaps we bumped into each other on the continent. Don't you just love Biarritz?
Personally, I like Schlitz.
It's fortunate that your daughter is here at the same time as Mr. Martin and Mr. Lewis, Mrs. Van Loop. I know she's interested in the stage and movies. You see, these gentlemen are very well-known producers.
Really?
Yeah. Really?
Jerry, well, yes, Jerry and I produced quite a few good pictures.
Oh, yes, you must have seen Everybody Does It.
Oh, yes, I have. Did you produce that?
No, but we're making another picture just like Everybody Does It. It's about a bashful young man, and it's called I Didn't.
I'm beginning to wonder if you two really are as famous as you're making out.
You doubt us? Why, I can pick up that phone right this minute and call any star in Hollywood.
Go ahead. I don't believe you.
I'll show you. Dean, quick. Get on the extension in the next room.
Okay, Jer.
Now, where's Mr. Martin going?
Oh, well, you see, Dean is a singer, and every day at this time, he has his throat sprayed with DDT.
Is DDT good for his voice?
No, but pity the poor moth that flies in when Dean's got his mouth open.
Mr. Lewis, what about that phone call you were going to make?
Sure, Mrs. Van Loop. Who do you want me to call? Just name any star. Any star.
Well?
Clark Gable, fine. Hello, operator. I want to talk with Clark Gable in Hollywood. Hello, Big Ears? This is J.L. A friend of mine wants to talk with you. Here's the phone, Mrs. Van Loop.
Oh, my. Hello, Mr. Gable. This certainly is a pleasure.
Hello, baby.
How are things in Hollywood?
Hello, baby.
I enjoyed your last picture.
Hello, baby.
Well, that's enough, Mrs. Van Loop.
No, but you hardly let me talk. Clark has a beautiful voice.
I know, but his vocabulary is pretty limited.
I say, Mr. Lewis, you couldn't connect me with Charles Boyer, could you?
Why, of course he can.
If you say so. Hello, operator. Get me Charles Boyer in Hollywood. At the Beverly Wilshire. If he isn't there, try the Beverly Cosby. Hello, Chuck. Jerry. I'm in Chicago. The Ambassador East. The pump room. Pump room. After dinner, they pump your wallet. Chuck. A friend of mine wants to talk with you. Okay, Mrs. Van Loop.
Hello, Monsieur Boyer. Comment allez-vous? C'est un plaisir à parler avec vous. Depuis quand avez-vous fait du cinéma?
Hello, baby.
Sounds just like Clark Gable.
Sure, Gable and Boyer talk the same because they both have the same English coach.
Who?
Sam Goldwyn. Let's not bother Mr. Boyer anymore. So long, Chuck. I'll be seeing you. And when I do, remind us to work on some new impersonations.
Well, Mrs. Van Loop, do you still want to cancel your reservation?
Heavens, no, Mr. Schlump. I'd like very much to have my daughter Daisy Esther meet these two charming chaps. May I borrow them for a while?
Of course you can borrow them. Keep them as long as you want.
But you better return us after 2 weeks or it'll cost you 2 cents a day.
Oh, you dear boy. Goodbye, Mr. Schlump. Come on, boys.
Coming, Mrs. Van Loop.
Really, I'm so thrilled, you know. It's wonderful that Daisy Esther's going to meet you wonderful boys. You know, I left her somewhere in the lobby. Oh, yes, there she is. Oh, Daisy Esther. Here, dear.
She's a little thin, isn't she?
No, only from the front and the side.
Mrs. Van Loop, aren't you afraid to let her walk out in the street?
No, why should I be?
Somebody's liable to slap a stamp on her and mail her.
Hello, dear. Daisy Esther. Say hello to Mr. Martin and Mr. Lewis.
Hello, Daisy Esther.
Hello, Daisy Esther.
Hello.
What takes you so long to say hello?
I get pushed from over-exercising.
Well, what did you do that was so strenuous?
I walked across the room.
Why should that tire you?
The wind was against me.
Is that all you have to say to these eligible gentlemen, dear?
I accept.
You accept what?
Whatever you want to ask me. You see, I don't go out much.
Oh, Daisy Esther's only joking. Why, every boy in town's trying to put a ring on her finger.
So what happens? The ring keeps slipping up her arm?
I like you.
Why? Because I'm handsome?
No, because you're skinny like me.
Skinny? That's a lie. I am not skinny. I'm big, full-chested, and I'm a Samson. I'm so strong, many is the time I've picked up trees with my bare hands. Sometimes I even picked up the shoes.
Now, Jerry, that's enough already.
Me Tarzan, you Dean. Me Tarzan, you Dean.
Me Dean, me think you nuts.
Oh, Daisy, isn't it wonderful? And you'll be happy to learn that he and Mr. Martin are famous producers.
Oh, how super. You know, I'm going to be a great actress someday.
Is that right, Daisy Esther?
Yes. Everybody says I have a lot of fire.
Don't look now, but I think you're out of lighter fluid.
I'd certainly be willing to spend a lot of money if Daisy Esther could get a good part in a play.
How nice.
I'd spend even more for a husband. I said I'd spend even more for a husband for my beautiful, talented, glamorous daughter. What do you say?
I for real.
Oh, just a minute, Jer. Come on. Look, Jer, be nice to this spook here. Her old lady has a lot of money and might make us rich, you know.
I might invest in a new nightclub under the management of Martin and Lewis if Daisy could star in her own play.
Shake hands with Eugene Lewis. Mrs. Van Loop, last month I wrote a play that would be perfect for Daisy Esther, which we could put on for the guests tonight.
Oh, how peachy kino. What's the name of the play?
Oh, it's called, oh, I'm sorry, Daisy Esther, but it's not polite to talk when Dean is singing.
Oh, but Mr. Martin isn't singing.
Wanna bet? Sing, Dean.
Don't cry, Joe. Let her go, let her go, let her go. Don't cry, Joe. Let her go, let her go, let her go. You've got to realize this is the wind-up. You're gonna feel much better once you've made your mind up. Don't cry, Joe. Let her go, let her go, let her go. Let her go, let her go, let her go. You've got to realize this is the wind-up. You're gonna feel much better once you've made your mind up. Don't cry, Joe. Let her go. Let her go, let her go. Just find another love and let her go.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to have some unusual entertainment here at Mother Hockelmeyer's Indian Retreat. Mr. Jerry Lewis and Mr. Dean Martin will present a new play. Now, here is the author, Jerome Lewis.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of the eternal triangle of a man and his wife and another man, where the towels are marked his, hers, and he never should have rented the room. Now we present Love in Darkest Africa.
Mr. Lewis, what part do I play?
Oh, yes, Daisy, you play the part of a woman.
Oh, I'll try to live up to it.
And Dean, you're the other man. We're both in love with this creature. Dean, boy, here's your part. This story is all about diamond mines, and you play the part of one of the drivers. Here's your part. Love in Darkest Africa.
Africa, the dark continent. Africa, the home of the famous Kimberley diamond mines. Africa with its great white princesses.
I'm a great white princess.
Get along, mule. Get out. The Kimberley diamond mine was the richest diamond mine in the world, and the diamonds were jealously guarded. Even so, every once in a while, somebody would try to steal one, but it was no use. The thief was always caught, and if he wasn't dead already, they would give him 30 lashes.
1Z, 2Z, 3Z, 4Z.
And now our story begins. Ladies and gentlemen, we take you to darkest Africa and the Kimberley Diamond Mines.
My name is Jim Kimberly. I own diamond mines. I love old, precious diamonds. But there is something I love that's even more precious than diamonds, and older, too. My wife, Nellie.
I'm his wife, Nellie. He thinks I'm faithful to him, but I ain't.
Yes, sir. My wife, Nellie, is my proudest possession. Bought her at a fire sale down in Cape Town.
I ain't in love with Jim Kimberly. I'm in love with Rod Marvin, the foreman. I'm nuts about Rod. Rod loves me madly, violently, passionately. He is what I call a hot rod.
Well, I love you, Nellie, and I have a plan to kill your husband and seize control of the diamond mine.
But how will you kill my husband? He's so suspicious. If you stabbed him with a knife, he'd suspect that something was up.
No, you child, you dear precious child. I'll simply use voodoo on your husband, and he'll waste away to nothing. He'll lose several pounds each day until he weighs nothing. You see if I'm right.
A few months later, I came into the house and found my husband writing in his diary.
Monday, December 8th. Dear Diary, today I only weigh 2 pounds. My doctor says it's nothing serious. He says I should have more iron. The doctor says that the only thing that will help me is more iron. Tuesday, December 9th. Ate my erector set. Wednesday, December 10th. Can't seem to keep a thing on my stomach. Thursday, December 11th. Am playing with my erector set again. Friday, December 12th. Fish Day. I have to be careful. Last Friday, a fish almost ate me.
Hello, Jim, darling. Writing in your diary?
Oh, hello, Nellie, dear.
Darling, you're working so hard. You must rest. It was only last week when the cannibals captured you and tried to cook you.
Yeah. Lucky for me, they were a poor tribe that didn't have a pot. I'll get it.
Unga bunga linga, Wu-Tang, Rap Gob, Igglewop, Rubline.
Ava Gardner.
Who was that?
That was Hollywood calling. I just want another elephant. Gosh, my keychain is getting so bulky. Well, I must leave now. There's a little trouble at the mine.
What kind of trouble?
Some of the diamonds are coming up stamped Woolworth. I'll be right back, dear.
Oh, Rod, it's you.
Yeah, darling, I've come to whisk you away. We can't wait any longer. Come on out the window. Me first. Now you. Now we're alone at last. Who was that?
It's me, Dean. I'm on the wrong page. But now that I'm here, I want to know what's going on.
Rod and I are leaving.
And don't try to stop us. I've got a .45 in my hand.
That doesn't scare me. I've got a water pistol.
Well, I'm firing. How do you expect to kill me with a water pistol?
The water will take the curl out of your hair and you'll die of pericomo.
It's no use, Jim. Rod and I are going to be married.
Married? But, Nellie, you're already married to me. I'm your 2-pound husband.
We're going to take care of that, Jerome Kimberly.
No, you're not. You see what I have in my hand? A poison dart gun. It's aimed right at your heart, Rod Marvin.
No. Don't blow smoke.
You can't stop me. Here goes. The dart is in the blowgun. I raise the gun to my lips. I fill my chest with air.
Well, the poor fool, he inhaled the dart.
Wait. He's trying to say something. Let's hear his last words. Jim, what are you trying to say?
I made a boo-boo.
Oh, no. Come on, Jerry. Good night, everybody.
See you next week, folks. Bye. Love and kisses.
The Martin and Lewis Show, transcribed in Chicago, is produced by Robert L. Redd and is written by Charlie Isaacs, Jack Douglas, and Ben Starr. The music is arranged and conducted by Dick Stabile. Next week, our guest will be Georgie Jessel. Martin and Lewis are currently appearing in Chicago at the Chez Paris. This is Charles Martin saying good night for the Martin and Lewis Show.
What's on NBC tonight? A new personality has joined the NBC parade of stars, none other than lovely Mindy Carson. Hear the most refreshing young singing star of the year when Mindy Carson sings tonight on NBC. Stay tuned for the Dave Garroway Show on NBC.
It's the Martin and Lewis Show. Broadcasting Company brings you, transcribed from Chicago, The Martin and Lewis Show, featuring Sheldon Leonard, Flo McMichael, Dick Stabile and his orchestra, and starring Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. The sidewalks are crowded with busy Christmas shoppers. Jerry and Dean sit sad and forlorn in their hotel room as they contemplate spending their holiday away from home.
Oh, Dean. I'm so unhappy.
Ah, Jerry, don't cry.
But I don't like this hotel room. There's no fireplace, and that means there's no chimney. How's Santa Claus going to get in?
Oh, Jerry, you're 23 years old now. You shouldn't be so disappointed if Santa Claus doesn't visit you.
But I am. When he came down the chimney, I wanted to light a fire and give him a hot foot.
Now, what have you got against Santa Claus? Didn't he bring you just what you asked for last year? Toy soldiers?
I didn't like the toy soldiers. All night long, they kept getting me out of bed to salute them.
Jerry, when are you going to grow up?
Dean, I'm growing up. Didn't I go to bed last night without you playing this little piggy went to market with my toes?
You know, it is kind of strange, Jerry, that we haven't had any invitations anywhere. Everybody throws parties this time of the year.
If your name was only Tom, we could get into any Christmas party.
My name was Tom.
Sure, at Christmas parties, they always have Tom and Jerry's. Dean, you see, my name is really Jerry, so I said if your name was Tom, we would be Tom and Jerry, see? It's like a whole joke, and when the people hear it, they're supposed to laugh. Would be you, and I'd be Jerry, and it's like, I wish I was dead.
Hey, Jerry, look what it says here. Invitations have been sent out to all of Chicago society for the mayor's Christmas ball. Every important person in the city will attend. Jerry, we're not invited.
So what? I can get invitations very easily. I'll just call the mayor. Give me the phone. Hello, mayor's office? Say, this is Jerry Lewis. Dean Martin and I want tickets to the mayor's Christmas ball. Do I know the mayor? Well, I don't like to talk, but 23 years ago when he was running for alderman, he kissed me. He remembers and he's still mad? Well, it was his own fault. He should know better than to squeeze a nervous baby. Goodbye. He said they're terribly sorry, but there are no invitations left. Get that, Dean, will you? It might be a phone call.
Hello? Yes? A telegram? All right. Uh-huh. Yes. Well, thank you. Goodbye. Jerry, that was from Harry Cohn of Columbia Pictures. He's coming to town to discuss a picture with us, and he says he'll see us at the mayor's ball.
Gee, Dean, if Harry Cohn doesn't see us at the Christmas ball, he'll figure we're not important enough to use in a picture.
Oh, we just got to get into that ball some way.
Maybe we could sneak in.
Huh? Jerry, it's impossible for anyone to sneak in anywhere.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, fellas.
Soapy Leonard, how did you get in here?
Oh, I was in your closet. You see, I was spraying White Shoulders perfume on the morts.
Spraying perfume on the morts?
Yeah. You see, then the morts will leave your clothes full of nice-smelling holes. You see, because I happen to know your problem, boys, and I am just the guy that can fix you up with City Hall because, you know, I used to be in politics.
Soapy, you weren't a politician.
Well, not exactly. They called me a political taxidermist. See, I stuffed ballot boxes.
Soapy, come on, stop kidding. Did you ever really succeed in politics?
Oh, why, yes, sir. I sure did. Why, I ran for mayor of Calumet City, and I was a very... Just so happens I was a very popular candidate. See, the other politicians, they appealed to the man on the street. Not me. I appealed to the man on the gutter. I was honest, though. I was very honest. I promised them nothing, and I lived up to it.
Look, Soapy, how does all this help our problem?
How? Well, through my connections, I happen to know Trigger Rockaway, who was a very big political man, and he will square you up with City Hall, and you'll get invited to the Christmas ball. Well, here is Trigger's office address.
Gee, Soapy, we'll never be able to thank you, so don't expect it. Let's go, Dean, huh?
Well, this must be Trigger Rockaway's office. Let's go on in.
Pardon me, lady. We're Martin and Lewis, and we'd like to see Trigger Rockaway.
Sit down and shut up.
Now, just a minute. Nobody's going to talk to me that way.
Easy, Dean. Don't get angry. Remember, she may be somebody's father.
What do you want to see Trigger about? I'm his bodyguard.
A woman bodyguard? That's ridiculous.
Come on, put up your mitts and fight. Go ahead, take a swing at my jaw. What's the matter? Don't you want to fight a woman? You scared of me?
Well, you see, I haven't been too well. How come you're Trigger's bodyguard?
We knew each other years ago. When we was young, Trigger was in love with me. He used to walk home from reform school with me and carry my burglar tools.
Well, then, is this all you do now?
Nah, I have a hobby on the side. Little bird shop.
Hey, you probably raise stool pigeons.
Oh, a wise guy, huh? How would you like me to tie a bow tie around your neck?
I'm not wearing a bow tie.
I know. I'll make it out of your legs. Now beat it.
Chief.
You know, Jack, maybe we could go directly to the secretary that handles the tickets.
Yeah. I'll go get the address. Wait here. And while you're waiting, you might as well sing a song.
Oh, I can't just go ahead and sing a song.
Oh, all right. I'll introduce you. Ladies and gentlemen, because of circumstances beyond our control, there will now be a song from Dean Martin. So sing.
You better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout, but I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, he's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been good or bad, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. better not pout, but I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. With little tin horns and little toy drums, Rudy Toot Toots and Rummy Tum Tums, Santa Claus is coming to town. And curly-head dolls and toddle and coo, elephant boats and kitty cars too, Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids in girl and boy land will have a jubilee. They're gonna build a toyland all around the Christmas tree. So you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout, 'cause I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Well, Jer, this is the address of the secretary of the mayor's Christmas ball.
Yeah, Dean, let's knock. Merry Christmas. We liked it. Why, hello, Daisy Esther.
Yeah, hello, Daisy Esther.
Hello.
You know, Daisy, we thought the secretary of the mayor's Christmas ball lives here.
Oh, she does. Mama's the secretary. Call her. Mama. Oh, Mama.
Daisy, how many times have I told you not to shout? Well, Mr. Martin and dear Mr. Lewis. Daisy, why didn't you tell me that Mr. Lewis had come to court you? When is the wedding?
Wedding? Daisy and I aren't getting married. I'm not ready for marriage. I have a barber and a partner to support. Wedding is a big step. It involves emotions and problems and money and decisions, and I refuse to get married. I absolutely refuse to get married.
But why?
Oh, I just don't feel it.
Mother, don't beg Jerry. It's his loss if he doesn't realize that I'm a combination Jane Russell, Betty Grable, Lana Turner, and Rita Hayworth. Deep down inside of me, I'm a burning, yearning fire, just waiting to explode.
Are you for real?
Mrs. Van Loo.
Yes.
Jerry and I would like a couple of invitations to the mayor's ball.
Oh, but we're inviting only the elite, people of culture, people who travel.
Travel? Dean and I have traveled.
Really? Have you ever been abroad?
87 times last year alone.
87 times abroad?
Sure. How long does it take to cross Lake Michigan?
Tell me, did you ever swim in the Mediterranean?
No, but we made a dive on Clark Street.
Really, I think you boys are jesting.
Oh, no, Mrs. Van Loo. Jerry and I really have been around. We've mingled with the nobility of the world.
Sure, we know them all. King George, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Mary, Duke Ellington. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. Where's the phone? Hello, operator. Get me King George in England.
If he's not at the palace, try Winston Churchill's house. The boys play canasta on Monday night.
Ah, come on, Jerry. Cut it out.
Young man, you're a stupid, imbecilic moron, and until you learn proper etiquette, don't ever come near my daughter again.
Well, Jerry, I guess we're out of luck. We won't be meeting the president of Columbia Pictures at the mayor's Christmas ball. Well, let's go back to the hotel. Well, Jerry, here we are, right back in the hotel room where we started.
Gee, this isn't going to be much of a Christmas this year.
Ah, forget it, kid. Hey, look out the window, Jerry. It's snowing.
Yeah, it's snowing.
Christmas, just like the one I used to know, where the tree tops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Now I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card that I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Gee, that was beautiful, Dean. It made me feel good.
Well, fellas, your worries are over. I've got you an invitation to the ball, and it is perfect in every respect, except that it is slightly forged.
Ah, come on. Let me see that invitation, Soapy.
Uh-huh.
Well, it looks all right. Wait a minute. We can't use this. It's made out to a Count Minestrone and a Sir Yorkshire.
Oh, well, don't you worry about a thing, boys, because I have got it. You see, Dean, you go as Count Minestrone, and Jerry right here is Sir Yorkshire.
Oh, I don't think it'll work, Soapy. After all, Jerry and I don't have noble family backgrounds.
Are you kidding, Buster? Noble family. I will prove you come from noble backgrounds because I will trace your family tree back. Now, Jerry, tell me, do you have any relatives who are apes?
No, but I have a second cousin who won't come down off the chandelier.
Now, Jerry, look, I want you to think back and tell me whether there were any important Lewises in the family.
All righty. Important Lewises, huh?
Yes.
Let me see. There was I.J. Lewis, the Fox King. There was Foxy Lewis, the I.J. King. And there was I.J. Fox, the Lewis King. Got to go way back to the first important Lewises, though. Way back. Way back. Way back.
Summon brave knight Sir Lancelot to the round table.
Call for Sir Jerry Lancelot! Call for Sir Jerry Lancelot!
Out of the star window to you. You wanted me, O noble King Arthur, king of the round table, fairest of them all.
Oh, brave knight, I am sad. I want you to go forth and slay the dragon so I can sing again.
You have just talked me out of it. Noble King Arthur, is this the wicked dragon that breathes fire and has killed 100 knights?
Yes, that's the one, brave Sir Lancelot. What sayest thou?
Bye.
Napoleon Louis, darling, how about a great big kiss?
Not tonight, Josephine.
Oh, take me in your arms and squeeze me and hug me. I am yours.
Not tonight, Josephine.
Oh, Napoleon, chérie, I want you to make the passionate love to me.
Not tonight, Josephine.
Why do you keep saying not tonight, not tonight?
I don't want to louse up the history book. You know, Soapy, you're right. My ancestors were very important people.
what, Soapy? We'll take a chance and use the invitation to the Christmas ball. I'll be Count Minestrone, and Jerry can go as Sir Yorkshire.
Well, that's perfect. That's great. Now, all we need are a couple of disguises to dress you up as the Count Minestrone and Sir Yorkshire.
Well, Jerry, we made it. We're finally here at the Christmas ball.
Dean, I'm scared. You think anybody will recognize us in these military uniforms?
Oh, don't be silly. How could they? I'm wearing a beard and you're wearing a monocle. Jerry, where's your monocle?
It got cold today, so I'm wearing it over the hole in my head.
Quiet, Chair, quiet.
Gentlemen, may I see your invitation?
Here you are.
I beg your pardon, Your Highness. The Count Minestrone and Sir Yorkshire.
Thank you. Here you are, my good man. Something for your trouble.
Oh, thank you, sir. Just what I always wanted. A wet tea bag.
Quite all right. No strings attached. Oh.
All right, now, Jerry, watch your accent. Here comes Mrs. Van Loop.
Okay, Dean.
Allow me to introduce myself to Your Highness. My name is Mrs. Gloria Van Loop.
Charmed and all that sort of rot, I'm sure. Pip, pip, cheerio, rather, and Sir Sedgwick Hardwick.
The pleasure's all of mine, Mrs. Van Loop. I've heard so much about your country. Mrs. Van Loop, may I present to my good friend and ambassador, the famous Sir Yorkshire?
I'm at your service, milady.
British, aren't you?
No, English. Anyone for tea and crumpets? Anyone for fish and chips? Anyone for anyone?
Oh, my, what a wonderful sense of humor you have, Sir Yorkshire.
Yeah, that's right. My friend here has a card. My dear Mr. Vanellope. Could I be the first one to wish you a Merry Christmas?
Oh, thank you, Count Minestrone. You are a gentleman. Tell me, Count, what would you do if I stood under the mistletoe and closed my eyes?
I'd wake you up when it's time to leave.
Oh, Count, you're having your little joke. Do you gentlemen dance?
Only when we're alone.
Your Highness, may I compliment you on your dress uniforms? You look magnificent. Count Minestrone, tell me, what are you famous for?
The Battle of Pasta Fazul.
Pudding.
Oh, come, you're too modest, Your Highness. Just look at all those medals on your chest. Are you a 5-star general?
No, I'm a 4-star coward. What?
Oh, how exciting. You boys have been through quite a bit, haven't you?
I beg your pardon, gentlemen. I'm a reporter for the Associated Press. What country do you two represent?
I represent one of the world's greatest countries, schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia? Never heard of it. Must be a very small country.
It's a pretty small place, kid. Schizophrenia is so tiny that when a Sophie Tucker comes to see us, most of her is across the border.
I think you two are imposters. I happen to know every country on the globe. How come I never heard of schizophrenia?
That's because we move it every year.
Move a country? Why on earth would you move a country?
Lost our lease.
Let us in. I am the real Count Minestrone. These men are impostors.
And I am the real Sir Yorkshire. How dare you masquerade as our highnesses?
Impostor! Fraud! I challenge you to a duel. Under.
Okay, if that's the way you feel about it. Look out, Jerry. I'm drawing my sword.
Dean!
Can't you see I'm busy? What do you want?
Don't cut yourself.
I am the best swordsman in all Europe. I will cut you to pieces.
Don't worry, Dean. Don't worry. I'll get you out of this. I'll save you. Help! Murder! Police! Throw the bums out! Throw the bums out! Where the bums? You all right, Dean?
Yeah, Jerry. Thanks for saving my life, though. That real count would have killed me if you hadn't gotten us thrown out by the cops.
Yeah, and I would have been next. Just imagine us both on his sword. I can see the headlines now. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Shish kebab. I just had to do something, Dean. Besides, it's much too near Christmas to get into fights.
Yeah, you're right, Jerry. Come on, get up. Let's start walking.
Yeah. Gee, Dean. Everything's sure pretty out tonight, huh?
Uh-huh. Snow's still falling, lights from the shop windows, and Christmas trees lined up along Michigan Boulevard here.
Gee, Dean, I can remember Christmas when I was a kid. I sure wish I could be home in Newark, New Jersey with my family this Christmas.
Well, Jerry, in a few days we'll be down in Miami, Florida, opening our act at the Beachcomber nightclub.
Yeah. At least I'll get to see my dad down in Miami. He's opening at the 5 o'clock club the same night we open, Dean. Hey, Dean. Listen.
Yeah, I can hear it, Jerry. Right down there at this next corner. People gathered around that big Christmas tree under the street light.
Yeah, come on. Come on, Dean. Maybe we can join in with them.
So tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
That was really beautiful, Dean.
You know, Jerry, when I was a little kid back home in Steubenville, Ohio, I remember Christmas Eve at our house. All the brothers and sisters and cousins and uncles and aunts, Mom and Pop, they're all in the front room. The tree would be lighted, and before we'd open our presents, we'd gather around and sing in Italian.
Notte solenne, notte sacra, tutte calmo e tutte luce, con la Vergine Madre Pia, sacro infante tenere bon, dormi in paz del cielo, dormi in paz del cielo.
I'm very happy tonight.
That's good, Jerry.
Are you, Dean?
Yeah.
Shepherd's quay at the side, glorious stream from heaven afar, heaven Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born.
Dean,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Jer?
Yeah?
Merry Christmas.
And a Merry, Merry Christmas to all of you listening tonight, and to your families, a Merry Christmas. And God bless you all.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
Thank you for listening to and showing your support for my podcast. If you would like to receive notifications of when new episodes are posted, please subscribe to my channel. Well, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, stay safe, wish you well, and as always, peace.